In a tranquil Zen monastery nestled in the hills, there was a Zen master named Haru, known for his insightful teachings. One day he was visited by a young monk named Taro, who was troubled by his own feelings of inadequacy. Taro often compared himself to other monks, feeling that he was falling short compared to their achievements and skills. Sensing Taro's inner turmoil, Master Haru decided to teach him a lesson. He asked Taro to accompany him to the monastery's kitchen. There, Master Haru pointed to two old clay pots that were used for carrying water from the well. One pot was perfect and unblemished, while the other was cracked and had several noticeable imperfections. Master Haru filled both pots with water from the well and handed one to Taro. "Carry this pot to the garden," he said, pointing to the cracked pot. "I will take the other one." Taro, puzzled but obedient, carried the cracked pot carefully. By the time he reached the garden, he noticed that a significant amount of water had leaked out through the cracks. The pot was less full than the one Master Haru carried. When they both arrived in the garden, Master Haru placed his pot next to the cracked one and said, "Taro, observe the two pots." Taro examined the pots and noticed the difference in the amount of water they held. "Master, the cracked pot leaks and holds less water. It is clearly not as good as the unblemished pot." Master Haru smiled and said, "Look closely at the path we walked. Notice the flowers growing along the path where the cracked pot leaked water." Taro looked down and saw vibrant flowers blooming along the route where the cracked pot had leaked. The path was lined with a beautiful display of color and life. Master Haru continued, "The cracked pot, despite its imperfections, has nourished the flowers along the way. It has made a positive impact, even though it did not hold all its water." Taro was struck by the realization. So, even though the pot is flawed, it has contributed to something beautiful. Master Haru nodded. Just like the cracked pot, each person has their own unique strengths and imperfections. Comparing yourself to others only leads to dissatisfaction. Instead, recognize your own value and the positive impact you can make in your own way. Taro understood that his constant comparison to others was causing him unnecessary suffering. He learned that everyone has their own path and unique contributions, and that imperfections do not diminish one's worth or ability to contribute meaningfully. From that day on, Taro focused on his own journey, appreciating his own strengths and imperfections. He stopped comparing himself to others and found contentment in his own path, just as the cracked pot found purpose and beauty despite its flaws.